At approximately 7 p.m. last evening, a 160-foot span of the Interstate 5 bridge in Mount Vernon collapsed into the Skagit River. Witnesses reported prior to the collapse that a truck tractor in combination with an oversized semi-trailer that was traveling southbound on Interstate 5 struck the overhead truss superstructure of the bridge.
Now we are on the business of trying to restore the artery of commerce and economic growth in our state. And you cannot overstate the importance of this corridor to Washington State, to our economics, and our ability to enjoy this weekend. So we are now engaged in a full-scale pursuit of restoring this corridor as fast as humanly possible. I'll give you an update on our current status. Number one, we are working in a very coordinated fashion from the federal government to the local governments to try to restore temporary and/or permanent basis this particular bridge. I spoke to Secretary of Treasury Ray LaHood this morning. They are assisting, the federal department is assisting a search for a temporary structure to span 160 feet of this missing section. There is a possibility that we can use what's known as a Bailey Bridge, which was something built and developed in World War II to span this 160-foot section. We are searching the entire country right now, trying to find a Bailey Bridge that might be able to provide us a temporary span. Pending that, there will be a very sophisticated analysis of the remaining part of the bridge to determine whether there was any damage of the remaining spans that would prevent us using a temporary structure.
This certainly is a tragic accident in the collapse of this infrastructure, but there was not a collapse of our first responders. They did an incredible job.
As far as the time to restore the I-5 corridor, that is indeterminate. There's no way to give any good parameters of that at the moment. If some Bailey Bridge temporary situation could become apparent, maybe it's weeks. If not, there are certainly months involved. I can tell you that DOT personnel is working around the clock to minimize that time period, but it will take some time to assess the remaining structural problems with the bridge, if any.